The woman is lifting up her clothes, completely unaware that a pair of eyes in the distance are watching her every move. Hector greedily stares at this scene, when suddenly his wife emerges from the house, interrupting him. Hector frantically urges his wife to go out shopping. After his wife leaves, Hector eagerly raises his binoculars again, but the woman has vanished. Only her pants lie abandoned on the ground. Driven by intense curiosity, Hector sneaks into the woods. He approaches cautiously, only to discover the woman leaning motionless lie against a rock, her clothes scattered around her. Hector becomes mesmerized by the sight, but accidentally trips and falls. As Hector slowly gets back up, he suddenly feels an inexplicable sense of unease. He tentatively calls out to the woman, but she doesn't respond. Then he picks up a small stick and throws it at her, yet she remains as still as a statue. Just as Hector musters the courage to approach, a sharp pair of scissors suddenly pierces his arm from the side. Before Hector can react, he scrambles to his feet and runs, hiding behind a large tree. He raises his binoculars again to assess the situation. Through the lens appears a hand gripping the scissors. Hector trembles as he slowly tilts the view upward. A head wrapped in bandages makes a grotesque face at him. Hector breaks into a cold sweat and flees instantly. He scrambles over a fence in panic and tumbles to the ground. Fortunately, the strange figure doesn't seem to be pursuing him. Running desperately for his life, Hector finally spots a house ahead. He frantically pounds on the glass window, crying for help, but there's no response from inside. Desperate to escape, he can only smash the glass and climb in. However, the house is completely empty, with only a strange stick-bonus figure drawing hanging on the door. Hector hastily bandages his wound when he suddenly notices a walkie-talkie on the table. He tries calling for help, and amazingly gets a response. The voice claims to be in another laboratory, and urges Hector to come over immediately. After a thunderclap, the voice becomes more urgent, asking if Hector has seen the bandaged figure, and claiming that from the surveillance footage, they can see the dangerous person heading this way. Hector panics instantly, begging the voice to call the police. But the voice tells him there's no signal in the mountains, and can only offer Hector refuge by having him escape through the back door to their laboratory. Hector follows the instructions and bursts out the back door. He's barely run any distance when the walkie crackles with an even more urgent warning. The voice tells him the masked figure has discovered this route and urges him to run for his life. When Hector sees the house on the mountaintop, he finally feels relieved. But immediately after, the roar of a car engine echoes behind him. Hector uses every ounce of strength to rush into the mountaintop laboratory. Kevin tells him that only by hiding in the tank before them can he ensure his safety, promising to jump in as well. Looking at the pool of eerie white liquid, Hector instinctively wants to refuse. But when he turns around, the bandaged figure is already pressed against the glass window, eyes gleaming with bloodthirsty madness. Hector steels himself and jumps in. But when he calls out from the water for Kevin to hurry down, Kevin stands there as if possessed, completely deaf to his pleas. Then Hector is completely swallowed by the white liquid.